Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gerard Luat, owner and witch of Earth's Curious Goods. And if you're new around these parts, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. That way you can stay up to date on all the new content that I post weekly. Well, today I'm going to show you how to manifest magic on a spell to fix a fading relationship. And make sure that you watch towards the end of the video because I'll show you how to make it fast and effective. All right, let's begin. Okay, so what you're going to need for this spell is a piece of paper. It can be a white paper, brown paper, it could even be a brown paper bag, but it needs to be paper. You're going to need a knife. You're going to need some sugar. This is just regular sugar, just got from Walmart. Just put it in this little container here. You're going to need some red yarn. If you don't have yarn, you can use thread or string, but yes, it needs to be red. Or you can use pink too. Pink is good for love as well, but we'll need some scissors. We're going to need an apple. An apple has always been a symbol for immortality, union, love, marriage. Yes, so you'll need an apple. Black permanent marker, you can also use pink. A candle, we're using a red candle for this spell, but you can use a pink candle or a white candle. And we're going to need some honey. This just any old honey will do. This is just what was in my cupboard, so that's what we're using. Okay, so to begin, and we're going to tear our paper, and you're going to want to tear towards you because you want the spell to bring it towards yourself, or if you're doing it for someone else, bring it towards them. So we're going to tear off the edges of the paper. Okay, and if you notice, I twisted it. When you turn it, you want to turn it clockwise, okay? So you're going to tear that. And you're going to tear it again. Okay, I'm tearing it towards myself. Okay, so you should end up with a piece of paper. Okay, so then now you're going to take your marker and you're going to write, since I'm not doing this spell for real, I'm just going to write name, and you're going to write their first and last name though on the piece of paper 3 times. So we'll just do name and name. Okay, and I'm going to do that 3 times, and just imagine this is actually someone's name. Okay, and then you're going to turn this clockwise, and across their name, you're going to write your name. Like so. First and last name. All right, so you should end up with something like this. And so you have their name, first and last name, and then across their name, you're going to write your name, okay? If it's for someone else, then of course you're going to write the couple's name on there that you are doing this spell for. Okay, so now within this, you are going to draw a heart. Now my hearts have never been the best. So please ignore my heart, but it's all about intention. So this is my intention, this is how I do my heart, so I know that this is a heart to me, okay? It's just like you, so it's intention. All right, so the next part, what we're going to do is you're going to take your apple and you are going to cut it in half. Now you're not going to cut it down the long way, you're going to turn it to the side, and there's a reason for that, and you're going to cut it. And be careful when cutting it, of course. Don't be like me where this is almost like, woo, okay, that'll do. Little bit of juice. Okay, so if you open it, if you notice, look, it looks like a pentacle. And apple has always been magical in nature. The seeds inside of the apple is also very protective and just very, very magical. So that's also why we're using the apple. So you have 2 halves, and it's like putting the 2 halves together. We want to fix a fading relationship, okay? So now you are going to fold your piece of paper like so. Okay, fold it really good. Okay. And on one of the halves of the apple, I'm just going to choose this half because it looks bigger. You're going to place it on top of there. And of course, we are going to put some sugar because we want to sweeten up the situation, okay? And as you're doing this, you want to imagine the relationship being strong again. Think of all the happy times. Think about all the times you laughed and how much you loved each other. Okay. And the next part, you're going to take your honey, and now we want to also sweeten it up even more. Once again, you want to think of how happy you were and how the relationship is going to be. You want to do, with this part, you want to make sure that you're imagining it as if it already happened, how the relationship is now fixed, and that you guys are doing better. What does it look like? How do you feel? What does that situation look like? I'm going to put a little bit more honey on here. Even though I'm not really doing the spell, but I just feel like I just want to. Okay, then you're going to take the other half of the apple and you are going to put it on top of there. Okay, so this is kind of your end product. Oh, I tell you, magic can be so messy. So it's going to be messy like this. Tastes delicious. Okay, now you're going to take your yarn or your string, okay, and we're going to tie it around the apple, the two halves. Okay, and we're binding it now. We want this relationship to stay happy. We want this relationship to be healed. Oh, let me put this. Okay, I'm going to untie this really quick because you actually have to do it towards. So there we go. Do it nice and tight. Make sure you bind it. And you want to wrap it around as much as you can to, make sure that it keeps the halves together. Make it nice and tight. Okay. Okay. It's okay if some of the honey's leaking out. Nice and sweetened. Okay, and that's where your scissors comes in. Okay. Oh, you know what? Give me 1 second. I am going to wash my hands. Make sure you get a napkin when you're doing this. It's kind of sticky. Now I am going to cut it. Here we go. So the halves are now together, sealed up like this. And I'm just going to tuck this away. So there you go. So this is kind of your end product. The two halves, the honey, the salt, the sugar is on there. Now, what you're going to want to do for 3 days, you're going to light your candle. I'm not really doing the spell, so but you're going to light the candle and you are going to put a lot of intention into the candle, okay? And with that intention, you want to see the relationship as it's already fixed, that it's healed, everything is perfect. You guys are happy. Whatever issues that you were going through, they're now gone, okay? So for 3 days, you want to do that. And keep that candle lit. Now you don't want to you want to always be around when the candle is going. Light the candle, and you're going to want to put intention into the candle. See the relationship as if it's already fixed, okay? It's healed, it's no longer fading, you're happy. See as if the spell has already happened, and you want to do it for 3 days. You always want to be around when the candle's lit. You don't want this going while you're not there. You don't want any fires. So when you're doing the intention, the candle's lit, and then of course you want to go ahead and extinguish the candle when you're not around it, and you want to do that for 3 days. So you relight it, you do the intentions again. See the relationship as it's great. Let the universe know that you want to manifest your relationship where it is not fading, that it is strong and healthy and loving, and you both are happy, okay? And then you extinguish the candle. Okay, so here comes the bonus part that I was telling you about. To make this spell a lot more effective and work it fast, you're going to put this rune right here. Runes are very magical in nature. This is called the EARTHY rune. It stands for harmony, union, progression, development, marriage. But you're going to put that rune on your apple with the permanent marker 3 times. So I have it all written 3 times. And then we're going to bury it. So at the end of the 3rd day, we're going to bury it outside, under a tree, in the yard, wherever you can. For me, I'm going to show you how I do mine. I actually have a dedicated potted soil. I don't put any plants in it, but that is just for Magick, and I'll show you. Okay, so then you're just going to, and this is just an example, going to place my apple inside of it. And as I do, I'm going to say, heal what was broken, fix what was gone. Heal what was broken, fix what was gone. Heal what was broken, fix what was gone. And you're just going to bury it. So mote it be. Well, I hope you guys liked today's video, and if you did, hit that thumbs up and like it. And don't forget to subscribe. And like with all magic, make it your own. Until then, stay earthy, stay magical. Bye for now.